Hello, and welcome to another SGS Take 5 with an expert. In today's episode, I'm going to be speaking with David Anonichuk, SGS Natural Resources Global Vice President, Metallurgy and Consulting. David, can you tell me about your recent invitation and trip to the White House?
Yeah, we were very fortunate with myself and my colleague Niels Verban, who is the technical director for hydrometallurgy in the North America team. Both of us, based on SGS's visibility in North America for developing critical mineral projects, all these commodities that go into batteries, right? Lithium, nickel, cobalt, and battery recycling. We were invited to speak at an industry roundtable at the White House, and the theme was building a sustainable U.S. battery supply chain. And it was hosted by the American Battery Materials Initiative, and this is a Biden-Harris administration initiative. And it aligns really well with what we do at SGS, right? When we look at the megatrends out there, sustainability, transition, technology, innovation, nearshoring supply chains, that's what we do. So really happy to be there.
So you mentioned that you were speaking, at this particular meeting, and I know that you prepared with Abby Wolf, in advance of the meeting. So tell me, who is that and how did that help you prepare?
Yeah, Abby Wolf is she leads the White House's American Battery Initiative, and she works for the Department of Energy. But she actually works across all those different intergovernmental agencies within the U.S. government. And often when we speak to her, she says it's like a spaghetti diagram trying to connect everyone from the government and across the industry. So her role was really like to explain what are the needs of the government, and what can SGS bring to the table in terms of our voice and how we contribute. And of course, it gave us a chance to explain our expert role in unique position in terms of where we sit in that supply chain, especially on the metallurgical testing and the pilot plant, where there's very few that can do what we do at that level of quality, integrity, trust in working across this supply chain.
So I'm a little bit curious. You mentioned a little bit what, as far as the meeting is concerned, but I also want to know about who was there at the White House with you? Who were the hosts? Tell me about it a little bit more, please.
Yeah, another, I'll just say one of our the key people there that received us was Alex Jaquez, assistant to the president as part of the White House's National Economic Council. So together, Alex and Abby, like I said, they were the ones that received us. And it was a great mix of industry. We had major mining companies there, chemical and automotive companies around the table. And also in terms of government people, it was, I will say, almost every U.S. Agency was sitting around there as part of it. So diverse voices, and we as SGS were very proud because we were the only testing, inspection, certification at the table, and it just showed that like I said, we had an important role to play in sharing our voice. And like I said, how to build these supply chains. What are the challenges that we face ahead? From that perspective.
So you talk about, important aspects, and I have a question about the importance of metallurgical testing, piloting, and demonstration style operations in developing critical mining projects. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I mean, we play a key role in helping our clients, like I said, advance, accelerate their projects. But at the same time, one of the key things is de-risk them, right? We look at the wave of commodities that are needed ahead. We're a key player in helping our clients especially on the pre-production side. And I'll give you, one example of an interesting stat. If you're going to build $1 billion, mining and refining project, you're going to have to spend some 7% of that capital up front. That's $70 million of all different services that you need to develop it. And we SGS is our key player on that front end to, like I said, to help everyone. And of course, we have a unique view on all those different services that we participate in. And of course, metallurgical testing, pilot plants, demonstration plants are a key feature to get you there and to de-risk projects.
So $1 billion, that's a big ticket item for sure. So what is the impact on lengthy and expensive plant ramp ups?
Yeah, I mean, part of this challenge ahead, if you look at the high number of projects that need to come on stream going forward to meet this future demand of both chemical and automotive sector, there are challenges that we face as an industry ahead, right? These are new projects. There are new feeds, new technologies that need to be developed. There is a certain amount of risk, and if you don't address it, then that actually may mean that some of those materials that are needed to accelerate will not happen. You may have, like I said, extended ramp ups that could take years, and they may not achieve the target output that they want. And none of us wants that in industry. We want to all move together. So again, we play our part in helping de-risk that part of the supply chain.
Well, interestingly, my next question is, how can SGS help? Maybe you can recap for me.
Yeah, I mean, we work across the entire mining supply chain, and I'm talking from a minerals perspective. We do a lot of great things, and we have other business lines at SGS, chemical and automotive and beyond. But from where I'm coming from a mineral side, like I said, we work all the way from the geologists working with our clients, doing, like I said, drilling, doing exploration drilling in the ground, all the way through all of the development, the extraction of these processes to help our clients recover these minerals and metals, and go all the way through, like I said, the metallurgical testing, the pilot plant, and even as part of and helping them on the engineering side as well. So, and it doesn't stop there, because we go even into recycling projects, but we have beyond that trade services, where when our clients move into production, they're going to need assistance on the operational side too. So we really work across that full value chain. We really cover, like I said, literally, I'll say we're the glue that holds the supply chain together.
I love that. Listen, I know that I've caught you at a conference. I want to know, where are you and why is attending meetings like this important?
Yeah, I mean, what worked out really well is that I'm in Washington, D.C. right now at a battery conference. It's a Benchmark U.S. Giga 24. So that's for, Gigafactory. And it's no coincidence that the White House held a meeting earlier this week to get all these industry voices. And right now it's a large conference, 600 people. And again, it's the same, similar to people that attended the White House, mining, chemical, and automotive all coming together and talking about, like I said, how do we build these supply chains together? And it's accelerating. Like I said, there's a lot more of these conferences, and like I said, we need to be visible, and we're there and playing our role as SGS.
You know what? Thank you for taking this time to speak with me. And I want to thank my audience for joining me for another SGS Take 5 with an expert. And thank you to you, my guest, David Anonachuk, for joining me. Bye for now.
Thanks, PJ.